Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
If you are using QuickBooks to handle payroll and indicated that you have employees during the Easy Step interview, you can later set up payroll for your company file and then enter employees into the Employees tab in the Employee Center. The Employee Center allows you to handle all transactions that involve your employees and payroll. You can open the Employee Center by selecting Employees and then choosing the Employee Center command. To view the Employees tab within the center, click the tab at the left side of the window that says Employees. You can add, edit, and delete or inactivate employees in this list. To add a new employee to the list, click the New Employee button in the upper left corner of the Employee Center above the Employees tab. This will open the New Employee window. The information within this window is divided into tabs that are displayed at the left side of the window. The first tab that is displayed by default when you open this window is called the Personal tab. In this tab, you enter the employee's name into the legal name fields that are shown. You can then enter the employee's name as it should appear on paychecks into the Print on Checks As text box. Then enter their Social Security number into the Social Security number field. You can then enter their gender and date of birth into the Gender and Date of Birth fields. When you finish data entry on this tab, click the Address and Contact tab to continue. In the Address and Contact tab, you can enter the employee's home address information into the address, city, state, and zip fields that are available. You can then enter their main phone number into the main phone field. Then enter their primary email address into the main email field. You can then enter the employee information that you wish to record into the next 6 fields that are available. There are 6 data fields that are shown by default. However, for each field, you can select what data to record by choosing the name of a data field from the drop-down field labels shown. You then record the associated employee information within the adjacent data field to the right of each drop-down field label. The data fields shown by default are, from top to bottom and left to right, work phone, mobile, fax, carbon copy email, website, and other one. Your choices of alternate fields for which you can substitute the default information are home phone, alt phone, alt mobile, alt fax, alt email 1, alt email 2, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, URL 1, URL 2, URL 3, URL 4, Skype ID, other 2, and other 3. Once you have entered any employee information you wish to record, simply click the Additional Info tab at the left side to continue. In the Additional Info tab, you can enter an employee ID number into the Account Number Employee ID field if needed. You can also enter any information into whatever custom fields you create for your employees in the Custom Fields section of this tab. If you want to add custom fields to your customer, vendor, or employee lists to record information of your choosing, please review the section of Creating Customized Fields in a later lesson within this chapter. Once you've finished the Additional Info tab, you can then click the Payroll Info tab to continue. On the Payroll Info tab, you enter the specific payroll earnings for the selected employee. We will discuss entering information within the Payroll Info and Workers' Comp tabs in depth in a later chapter on payroll. If you will be performing payroll activities in QuickBooks, you should review the entire chapter on payroll before entering employee payroll data. Also note that if you start to create a new employee, but you do not enter their payroll information, then you will be prompted by QuickBooks to enter that information when you click the OK button within the new employee window to save the record and close the window. If you want to save the record as is, then just click the Leave As Is button within the prompt window. If you want to return to enter payroll information, then click the Set Up Now button and then enter the payroll data. Next, select the Employment Info tab. Now here you enter the employee's hire date into the Hire Date field that's shown. And when the employee leaves, you can enter the last payroll date into the Release Date, Last Date on Payroll field. In the Employment Details section, you can classify the type of employee as a regular or W-2 employee, a statutory or 1099 employee, or an officer or owner of the company. You can then click the Workers' Comp tab to enter workers' compensation rates into the fields within this tab. Once again, please review the Payroll chapter to learn how to enter information into this tab in detail. Now, once you've entered the employee information, click the OK button within the new employee window to add the selected employee into the employees list within the Employee Center. If you need to edit an employee record in the future to change employee or payroll information, then you start by selecting the name of the employee to edit from the Employees tab shown within the Employee Center. You can then click the Edit button that appears at the right end of the Employee Information section to the right of the list, or simply double-click on the name of the employee shown in the Employees tab to open the Edit Employee window. Change or add whatever employee or payroll information is necessary through the tabs that appear within this window, and be sure to click the OK button when you're finished to save the data entry. Like all the other QuickBooks lists, you cannot delete an entry made in the employees list once it has been used in a transaction. Once a record is associated with a transaction, you can only inactivate the record to hide it from view. You should review Lesson 3.8 on inactivating and reactivating list items to learn how to perform this task in your QuickBooks list. However, if you created an employee record but did not use it in any transactions, then you can delete the record from the Employee tab. To do this, first select the record to delete from the Employees list, and then choose Edit from the menu bar, and then the Delete Employee command. You will then need to click OK in the confirmation message box that appears in order to permanently delete the selected employee record.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.